Hello, hello, everybody. So, this is what's coming towards you in 2024. I'm going to go through the whole zodiac. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. Just know that I'm going to go through the whole zodiac and then hopefully jump on to an extended version of this for BWOB members. Now, the BWOB membership is available to all of you. Anybody can join. It is $14.99 a month, and it gives you unlimited access to all of the extended readings. So I'm wondering what is up, because there's not thousands of you subscribing, and I know you love the BW. I know you love the extended readings. So please go ahead and take some time right now to definitely subscribe over there. We're going to get things started here. We're going to go through the zodiac. If you'd like to keep track of timestamps for me and put them in the comment section, I'll pin it to the top. That sounds great. But I'm going to start at Scorpio. And so what this is about is basically channeling what is coming towards you for 2024. What can you be particularly not necessarily focused on, but aware that this is sort of going to be the theme of the year, and maybe how everything is going to work out. What's up, everybody? And remember, yay, happy holidays to you, sweetheart. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, and then go join the BWOB membership as well. It's really cheap, and you get basically twice as many videos as everybody throughout the month. Let's get into it. I'm going to try to stay away from the astrology, though I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It has been really a heck of a 2023. And I know that a lot of people haven't necessarily been happy. It's sort of been a slow, strangling misery instead of a major impact, right? So, I don't freaking know. So let's start off with Scorpio. I'm going to go through once again all 12 zodiac signs, frame by frame. We're going to go Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius. Then we're going to go Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Then we're going to go Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Then we're going to go Cancer, Leo, Virgo. And we're going to go through them all. That's basically the way I put out the videos, the week aheads. So that's the way I'm going to follow it here. And what this prediction is going to be for 2024, what it's going to show you is primarily where your focus is going to be, whether that means there's going to be issues, there's going to be problems, or maybe there's going to be blessings. We're going to go through that and see. So let's start off top of the field. Let's go off with Scorpio. Scorpio for 2024. Where is Scorpio's focus really going to be? Like, what's going to dominate Scorpio's consciousness, life in 2024? Really interesting. So there's strategy here, as well as trying to make good judgments. We have the Queen of Swords. That could also be what's dominating you, is an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra feminine. But also there is this Judgment card here, which means there's a lot of executive decisions that you're going to have to be making, at least in the beginning of the year. Strategy is going to be key. Now, what is the strategy about? It's got to do with work, because we also have the Three of Pentacles. Now, Scorpios, I know this may not sound sexy to you, but honestly, you can bring the sexy to anything. In all seriousness, it is seeming like this is a serious time for you, that you're serious about what you do, but you're also going to be getting the support behind it. There's got a lot to do with career, making money, and having people see how exceptional you are, or it's saying that people are going to be judging you very critically when it comes to how well you do your job or how well you don't do your job. But it's got to do with that strategy. Now, there's another card that came out all the way forward through the rest of this year. High Priestess is here. Damn. So this is intuition, and this is fate. So there's a sense of things have already been set into motion. And it's all just about divine timing. It seems toward the end of next year, there will be a revelation as to just how well you did. So Scorpios going into 2024, look at this as a not playful year. I'm not saying you're not going to have good stuff happen to you, but don't look at it like that. Look at it as in a way of, I've got to really, put on my best. I've got to really start to strategize and think logically. I've got to get out of my emotions and start being more analytical and start being more strategic about the way that I go about my life, because certainly it seems you're going to be having a lot of attention on you, where people are going to be heavily critical of what you do. This could also be a very good thing, though, because they could find that, you know what, you deserve a lot of credit. So there is some sort of strategy or demonstration of your skills and talents that will be coming through this year, next year, or 2024. But it seems like there is intent behind it. There's almost a sense of, you're ready. Just open the door to 2024. I'm ready to go, because it's forward for me. It's forward, and it's about progress. This doesn't feel like a bunch of sappy, lovey-dovey crap. This seems like I'm on the grind, I'm serious, and you're going to be taking me seriously. That kind of really goal-oriented energy, which is really kind of freaking awesome. Your intuition is going to help you a lot. Trust and know that you're being pulled towards something. The last card I pull for you guys, I really want to understand what that is. What is that? What is Scorpio being pulled toward? It's coming toward the end of next year. That would be, I would say, the last quarter. So September, October through December. What are they being pulled towards? Shit! Scorpio, the devil. What is pulling you? What are the temptations that got you latched? Now, I will say this: when I saw this card, what I really heard was control, even maturity, putting a sense of more structure around yourself and being more disciplined, restrictions. This sense of what it is. It's almost like, I don't know if you're combating restrictions or you're setting them. It does feel like you're coming into a stronger sense of what you are, who you want to be, but also this sense of tying something down, this energy of really getting uber controlling. That could be a warning for you, that it's great to be driven, but don't drive yourself into your own chains or get chained up by somebody else because you're so driven. So throughout next year, watch the contracts that you sign and be sure that they're not just aligned with your goals, but they're aligned with your happiness and your health. Because you could easily be so goal-oriented, you become obsessed with those goals, and you don't watch carefully enough to think, am I still happy? Am I still healthy? So this is coming out as something you're going to be you're going to have to be very aware of all throughout next year. There is an essence of desperation here behind the drive, and that could easily start driving you instead of you driving it. So be conscious of that. Be uber conscious of, am I still happy? Am I still healthy? Because this fear that's driving you, this desperation that's driving you, this goal that's driving, this obsession that's driving you can be very good. It can help you stay very productive, but simultaneously it can help you lose yourself and end up in chains. So this is what comes out between this, all these really great intentions and great momentum at the beginning of the year, and then this sense of being trapped throughout the year. And then we see, I asked the cards, what's driving Scorpio? What's driving them toward this fate? And it may very well be fear. So watch your fear levels next year. Watch, like I said, why you're driven, or just the energy behind your drive. Watch those things, because Scorpios, you have a very, very powerful energy, bone-chillingly powerful energy, but you can easily fall prey to it and victim yourself. This is a very difficult energy to manage. I think if you look towards stabilization of your health and your happiness, and you keep those goals, like what are those goals? Are those goals what you think is going to make you happy? Are they the status symbols? Because this is Capricornian energy, this a sense of status symbols, right? The things we have, the things that we can measure, the things we can hold. Is you think you have that and then you're going to be happy? What is driving you? Are you really truly listening to your heart? So that's something that you guys really want to be aware of throughout next year, but it's going to be very much business and goal oriented year for you. What's up, Darcy? God bless you, sweetheart. What's up? What's up? Hi, love from the UK, sending love out to the UK. God bless. So let's go on to Libra. Libra, what's coming toward you in 2024? What kind of year is it going to be like for you? Very different energy, my friends. Very different energy. What is coming toward Libra in 2024? What is happening? What's going to be the mentality of the year? Like sort of the theme of the year. You ready? And this is how you know that different energies play out. And this is why I say my readings are really for everybody, because even if you're not a sun sign of this, then if these energies play really, they play really strongly in your chart. Say you have a stellium in these energies, say your rising sign or your moon sign, or, like I said, a stellium is like, so that's stellium is 3 or more planets in the zodiac sign. So there could be a concentration of this energy in your life. So it can play out in different ways, but it's a energy that you want to be aware of. This is for Libra energy. And same deck, totally different energy. What's coming toward you? First, we have the Star card. Now, the Star card isn't just wishes fulfilled, though it can be. It's all about aspirations, setting goals, really telling the truth, really seeing the truth. This is like reversed, weird. Really telling the truth, really seeing the truth, really knowing the truth, setting your sights on achievement, but also your aspirations, opening yourself up, and definitely could be wish fulfillment. We have another card here as well, the Hierophant. So what is this? The Hierophant talks about tradition. It talks about what has already been established. It talks about what's being how you care for things, how you maintain things. This is all about stability or stabilizing those things that you think are most valuable. This is Taurus energy coming up. You have Aquarius energy. This is very fixed energy. So it really is about making the most of what you have and finding the luxury and beauty in what you have, starting with what you have and growing it and expanding it, or opening it up to others. And then we have victory and success, my friends, happiness and abundance, and a lot of people being very happy for you or celebrating your choices. Now, what you can do is go back and say this could have something to do with your marriage. And so, Libra, what's going on if you are married? Maybe you're going to be getting married, meeting somebody that you will get married to, or making a decision about your current marriage that other people will be very relieved by and very happy about. For some of you, that could mean getting divorced, right? But with these cards, in that example, it wouldn't be like you're sad about it. It would be like, wow, I'm liberated. I've finally seen the light. I'm able to now expand and get outside of what I was restricted by. It really feels like a lovely energy of feeling really firm about the ways in which you get to grow. Libra, this is a very abundant energy. It is a successful energy. It's the energy of triumph. It's an energy of victory. It's an energy of happiness that is established, or being able to finally establish something that you have dreamed of and worked for a long time. You're going to be very happy about it. So whatever that is, understand that that's what's coming toward you in 2024. I don't want to overstate that. I think that's absolutely beautiful. Let's go on. Let me see who else has joined. What's up, Michelle Williams? Hope it's good. Libra. Yep, absolutely. What's up, Michelle Williams from the UK? God bless you. What's up, Vita? Could it also be people closest to you who have these placements? Love from India. What's up, Amita? God bless you, sweetheart. Could it be people close to you? So this is their energy, right? And if you're cross watching, it is what it is. Just that's the energy for Libra. So if you know a Libran in your life, you could definitely share the message with them share the message with them that this is what's probably coming toward you. Now, of course, there's 365 days for all of this to happen in, right? So it's not going to be all good all the time, but overall, it's going to really lead to this beautiful arc of succeeding in an area that you have aspired into and wished for, seeing that come into consciousness, stability, and officiality to be officiated. So, to answer your question, what's up? Oh, Rihanna, what's up? God bless you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. So to answer your question, Avita, yes, of course it could be for somebody close to you if they are that energy. If you know they have a stellium in Libra, if you know that they're a Libra sun or moon rising, like if they have an intense Libra energy in their chart, then yeah, it could absolutely be about them. Yeah. I mean, cross watch away, my friends. Go ahead. So let's get into Sagittarius. What kind of year? Okay. What is predictions for Sagittarius in 2024? What does 2024 have to come? What will 2024 bring to Sagittarians? What will it bring to Sagittarians? Well, shit. Okay. So we have, first of all, King of Wands, which could represent you or another fire sign in your life. That's that Sagittarian energy. But also a real authority on what you do, getting really good at what you do and taking more authority and more creative control or creative authority, having your own personal sense of direction and sense of self and sense of purpose about you, but also being recognized, really coming into your own sense of personal authority and achievement. But then we have the Hanged Man. So this is an energy easily that you've been waiting for something, or something you've been waiting for, something you've been held up with, or something that you're trying to learn about, right? Okay, so let me get all the cards out and then I'll tell you what I think, because you got to see them all. We have the Lovers here. Now, the Lovers is all about an intense physical attraction, an intense spiritual attraction, an intense attraction. This could be Gemini energy as well. There is that sense of beautiful communication happening, real attraction and love. And then we have the Sun card here. There's something here that's going to be making your relationship really, really thrive that in the coming year. A lot of happiness will be stemming from the connection you have with this other person. If you're not in a relationship right now, don't worry about it. You don't have to look for it. It's on its way and it's going to be coming to you. It's not so much just about romance as it is about fulfillment of the truth of your heart, fulfillment of just real contentment, happiness, and joy, experiencing it with somebody else. Maybe not just because of somebody else, but with them, in partnership with them. There has been something in limbo, or you've spent this past year really learning and growing, and now feeling like I'm free. I'm free to be who I am. I'm free. Like something has really worked itself out with regards to attraction or a relationship that you've wanted to grow. I'm sorry, guys. This is really fucking me up that it's backwards. Yeah, I don't like that. But You have a bunch of beautiful and optimistic energy here, especially revolving around this romance, romantic relationship, or beautiful connection you have with another person. And I think that you're going to spend most of this year really reveling in the joy of the two of you, the joy of each other. Clearly, that's not the only thing that's going to be happening to you this year, but certainly it is going to be the theme, the driving force, or the overarching energy for 2024. You're just going to, I love that this is here too. Let me tell you why I love this, because it's not all about the relationship. It's about really finding yourself in a place of, I deserve this, I'm worth it, I'm ready for it. And then being in a place where now you can celebrate that together. The fact that the sun card is here, the sun represents Leo energy. So this could be a Leo in your life, something about a Leo in your life. I don't know if it's a Leo, but listen, there was a Sagittarius that came out front and center in the past Leo reading, and now Leo's coming out with you. This could be a Leo in your life being able to come together in something that you were in limbo about. Once again, this doesn't have to be romance. It could just be a tight partnership, a sense of a real connection that the two of you have. Like you have your energies are combined. Ow, I shuffle cards so much, I'm getting arthritis in my hand. Your energy is combined. It's combining, and you're focused on the same thing, and you're winning together. So, and it's about something that you guys have been in limbo about, or that you've been kept stuck on for a while. And there's some sort of major breakthrough that ends up happening here, Sagittarius. And I love it. I love this energy for you. That is a beautiful, once again, this is 365 days. Is there going to be some rain and thunderstorms? Yes. But overall, this is a year of really finding connectivity and harmony and productivity, working in connection to somebody who just vibing with you, whether or not that's a spouse, whether or not that's somebody that's coming into your life, whether or not that's a friend or a sibling, or whoever it is. The two of you are meant to make these discoveries together, and it's going to lead to a true fulfillment. So that's beautiful, dude. Woo. Let's go to Capricorn. God, what does 2024, what is coming to Capricorn in 2024? What is the energy for Capricorn? What is the focus for Capricorn? What is the theme? What is the understanding? Okay, there's a lot of cards that came out. You ready? Let's get them. So, okay, we got to get to it in order. This is really spanning throughout the year. So what this is showing me is a little bit like Scorpio. Things may not really come to their climax. Like with Scorpio, if you watch the Scorpio reading, things are going to come to the climax at the end of next year, at the end of 2024. So say October, November, December of 2024, going into Scorpio season. Not so much for Libra and Sagittarius. That's really just coming all out. There's going to be a major theme throughout the year. Now, for Capricorn, this is coming out a little bit more of a rainbow, an arc. I wish I could show you guys the cards. Like, see that? See that? It's more of like an arc. So this is going to play out, I would say, within the first 4 months of the year, maybe up to the first 6 months of the year, when things are really going to catch their stride. So what's happening here? There's an end of something. Now, something has been very painful, and something has been building up quite a bit. And so you could feel like you've been backstabbed a great deal. The good news about the 10 of Swords, Capricorn, is that it does mark an ending, but it is an absolute finish. So I don't know necessarily what that means. We have a connection, we have a friendship, maybe a friend that you've had for a long time. It doesn't mean something bad's happening to them or the relationship. It just means that this ending could be coming, or this pain could be coming from somebody that's close to home. This could also be this sense of nostalgia, pain and suffering because you've been separated from something that gave you a great deal of joy. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is all about impulsivity. It could be a person that is a very impulsive person. They're personally driven, they're creatively driven. This could be very productive energy in terms of creativity. But there is this sense of, hold on. Got to put my plug in, guys, or I'll lose you. Okay. There is that sense of somebody who has been maybe a little bit impulsive, a little bit devil may care, very joyous, very innocent, very sweet person. There could be some sort of an ending that comes. This could also be an ending that's coming to spontaneous or childish behavior. Doesn't necessarily have to be for you. I'm not vibing that it's necessarily you, but it certainly is like something is coming to an end of the age of innocence. Okay. Yeah. Kind of an end of the age of innocence. But what comes out of that? So this is carrying the faith or moving forward in faith or a new offer of love. This is a totally different night than this because this is all about passion and impulsivity. And this is all about love and faith. So there is that energy of still being able to find a way to move forward, but slower and more connected to faith. And then look what happens toward the end of the year, this breakthrough, this beautiful energy of victory, of hard-won victory, of sadness. So we start out the year with basically a huge catastrophe or giving up on something or thinking, I just have to let something go. But ultimately, what ends up coming around towards the end of the year is this beautiful answer to that sadness, which is breakthrough, triumph, clarity. So ultimately, you are going to have a very full year that starts very much in a sense of, I'm just destroyed. I'm done, or I'm finished with something, but that ends up being in some ways brought back to life, or not necessarily brought back to life. It turns out you thought everything was over. It really was just the beginning of something new. So this is really a transformative kind of energy for you, a metamorphosis of sorts. I do, because there is that 10 of Swords on the table. I want to get some clarity, just to dive in really specifically. What is this 10 of Swords? What is this ending? If we could give Capricorn some clarity. King of Pentacles, so it has to do with a job or work, maybe work that you never thought you'd do again, or a sense of value or worth you never thought you'd have again. So King of Pentacles certainly could represent you or somebody that you've worked for, thinking that you've been stabbed in the back by them, or thinking that that part of your life, that career is over, that career, that kind of sense of something is over. But at the same time, it seems like it's just asking you to get back to a simpler way of being, a more childlike energy, a more playful energy, and moving you toward looking or finding, moving toward forward in faith, and then suddenly getting that clarity. That's really interesting. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I can't cut that out. I can't edit that out. So, wow, Capricorns, you're going to have quite the freaking year of extremes, going from one end of the extreme, like feeling like this part of my life is just done. And then something, especially an old friend, or maybe you're inspired through your children, is going to start just churning that again. It's going to bring it up again. And ultimately, it's going to lead you back to a place of, wow, I'm back at it. So there is a sense of regeneration that's going to be going on for you guys in 2024. That's really interesting. Let's move on, shall we, to Aquarius. I just want to take a time to say hi. I missed you too, Rihanna. Perfect. Sounds promising. I hope so. What's up, Alex Starwalker? Greetings from Nashville. God bless. I hope you enjoyed the Capricorn reading. But hey to Nashville. I actually love Nashville. It's a great city. So welcome. And once again, thank you, Darcy, and thank you, Rihanna, for being members. Let's take a break here just for a second and remind you, if you haven't signed up for the BWOB membership, please sign up now. It really is what's going to bring the channel into the new year. It's not an expensive membership at all. It's actually really cheap considering all of the content you get. You'll get full unlimited access to all of my extended readings. So it is extremely valuable, well worth it. And I hope that you guys can go sign up now. Let's get into Aquarius energy. Aquarius. What's coming toward, what's coming toward Aquarius in this coming year? You had a great year this year. So what's coming to Aquarius in this coming year? What's coming to Aquarius in 2024? This is what I said, right? So we have heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, and or disappointment. Yeah. Okay. So that's there. And then we have maybe taking a turn. So something's going to happen in your life, Aquarius, that's going to make your focus shift, or something that you expected to do or were longing to do, you're not getting to do because you have something sad to deal with. What it's telling me is something is going to redirect your focus, and it's not going to be something that is pleasant. It's a Three of Swords, so it's at the very least anxiety, could also be tragedy, but there is a redirection of sorts here, or just an overall sense of I give up. It doesn't have to be a tragic thing happens. We don't have the tower on the table, but it could just be a sense of I give up now, because I've finally gotten to a point where my heart is just broken. Now I'm ready to look in a different direction. Yes, this could also be speaking about a relationship, somebody moving on and moving into a new direction after a heartbreak that is really going to sort of become the backdrop for your year. There's a heavy burden here, or something that was very difficult, a choice that was very difficult, or simply that you have taken on way too much and you or the people in your life are responding to it. And that's what's kind of causing you too much pain. And what's really interesting is I remember doing your week aheads all this year. And even though they're timeless, I'm picking up on the energy of this current year. And it was a beautiful breakthrough year for you, where you were just really flying high and moving forward. You may have bitten off more than you can chew, because there is that sense of you've taken on too much. And now you're at a point where you're going to have to make some decisions based on that stress. We also have this energy. So this is abundance. And it's also a maternal figure, a divine feminine, but it's usually a maternal figure, whether it's a grandmother or grandfather, with usually a grandmother, a maternal. So there could be that it's got to do with a mother figure, a maternal figure in your life, or that somebody in your life feels they've taken on too much. There's been too much heartbreak. There's been too much sadness. There is that sense of, it could even be that sense of somebody's just been under too much stress, and this is the time that they decide to go on a different path, go on a different road. And it doesn't mean that your life is going to be horrible next year. It means that this is coming out as a major event that changes you or throws you off course, at least for a while. That is Aquarian energy, just an FYI. Now, this could be speaking about Aquarian energy in general. We have Pluto going back into Aquarius. I mean, I'll give you the exact dates. I don't want to get too much in the astrology over here, but hey, why not? Hold on. Bear with me. Here and now. So let's see exactly when, because Pluto's at 29 degrees Capricorn now. So let's see the exact date of when it actually decides. Okay. So it's January 21st, Pluto goes into Aquarius to 0 degrees. Let's see. Pluto will eventually go into retrograde again, though. Hold on. hold on. We're going into May. So it's going to be in Aquarius for most of the year. Okay, and then Pluto goes into retrograde in the beginning of May, May 2nd. This is important because when Pluto enters, it stays for a long time and it changes the world through your energy. And you, since especially Aquarius ones, those of you born at the end of January, you're gonna feel that your thud, because Pluto's now going to be conjuncting your suns, and ultimately is going to give you a lot more like an extremer personality and an energy of I'm not taking no shit anymore, and a lot of change will happen in your life because of it. Excuse me. So Pluto will go into retrograde on May 2nd. It will, let's see. Hold on, I'm going to get you the schedule because this is important for you guys. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Retrograde back into Capricorn in September. But if you notice, it's going to be coming out of retrograde soon enough. It comes out, it goes back into retrograde, retrogrades back into Capricorn, 29 degrees from, I think, what was it, September? Early September, comes out of retrograde early. I'm sorry. It retrogrades into Capricorn in September, but it starts moving direct once again in October, and it's only back in Capricorn for, okay. So it's only back in Capricorn next year. Once it goes out of Capricorn on January 21st, it spends most of its year in Aquarius, up to 2 degrees Aquarius. And then I think it was September, right? We said that it retrograded back into Capricorn really only from the end of September, October, November. September, October, November. So only 2 months. It goes back into Capricorn for a brief period of time, and that makes a difference. Pay attention, especially Scorpios, because remember, Scorpios, you had that energy of Saturn, that the devil card, that's Capricornian energy, and it's playing out a lot here with regards to the fluctuations of Pluto. Pluto is Scorpio's ruling dignitary. So this is why something divine timing is happening toward the end of this year. It's directly tracing that where Pluto is your ruling dignitary. And I'm saying this during the Aquarius reading because it's skimming over your natal suns if you're born between January 22nd and January 25th, especially. So you're going to get a front row seat to this, and it's going to majorly shift or change you. So as of November 20th, Pluto will be back in Aquarius, done for the next like 13 years, maybe 10 to 13 years. Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for the rest of the time. It's not going back into Capricorn, except for that most of January of 2024. So up to the 21st of January. And that's when it goes into Aquarius, stays there for most of the year. So it's with Aquarius for most of the year, dragging itself back retrograde September through November. And then it's in Aquarius for the next decade or so. So why is this important in the Aquarius energy? Because there are major shifts or changes, and there could be changes that you don't expect. Anytime Pluto is really acting upon your energy, you really are vulnerable to shit changing totally out of your control. This seems to be that there's been something building up and the burdens have been piling on, especially with regards to a maternal figure in your life. This could be the conduit through which the change in your life is happening. And I'm not saying it's going to tear you down, take away all your money, ruin everything that you have, but it will be the event around which your life changes and maybe even has to veer into a different direction because of, at least for a while, just so that you know, and you can go back and review that tick-tocking of Pluto that's happening. And I really want Scorpios to be tagged in this too, because Pluto is their ruling dignitary, and the cards flat out from the beginning, I said that last quarter of the year was going to be important for you. Well, that last quarter of the year was when Pluto, your ruling dignitary, retrogrades back into Capricorn for about a 2-month period of time through the end of November. And that's throughout Scorpio season. So it's very important because you got the Devil card, and that represents Capricornian energy. There's something major happening to you guys as well around that time of the year. Just an FYI, something's playing out there. So what's up, guys? What's up, Scorpio from Virginia? God bless. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. That's really important if you haven't subscribed yet. And ring that notification bell. I got 120,000 subscribers, but nobody's watching the videos. And that's weird. So be sure that you have that notification bell selected. Select all notifications, not just some notifications. Make sure that it's selected all notifications so that you know when I upload all the content you're looking forward to seeing. Hey, Aquarius moon, been doing shadow work. Very good to heal that heart chakra. God bless. Releasing people and situations. So you really are going to be going through a catharsis next year, Michelle, of just moving forward when it comes to, you're already working on all that release. Even how, so you're kind of ahead of the game. For Aquariuses who have been ignoring that or thinking it's not going to happen, it absolutely is. Something around the heart, maternal energy, and too much burdens. So that could even be like a freaking heart attack because of your maternal DNA, because you've been piling too much stress on. So it's just something that you have to be aware of and know. I don't want to cause anxiety in anybody, but that will be what kind of redirects your year. So let's go on to Pisces. Ooh. Let's go on to Pisces, please. Let's go on to Pisces. What's coming out for Pisces in 2024, God? What will be the big event or just the theme for Pisces moving forward in 2024? What is coming toward Pisces in 2024? So the energy that I have facing me is this, which is practicality, moving slow, maybe even in a sense, moving so slow you're getting frustrated. Money can be also very tight. It could be instructing you to be frugal and pragmatic this year, because that's sort of the course of action you may have to take, as money might be very lean or slim. It could also mean that you're getting a new job. We have you showing up in your own reading. Interesting how the first time the moon card shows up is you. So that's saying something. There's a lot of dreaminess here. There's a lot of imagination here. There's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of you, right? Anything is possible. And then we have this Sagittarian energy, but it's not coming out as a timestamp. It's coming out as figuring out how to work something out or balance out a very difficult situation. This even could be representative of an angel coming to help you out or guide you. But what it is an energy of being able to figure out a very difficult situation. And this next year being a year that really teaches you balance, but in a way that you feel in control and that you feel like you're participating in the balance. This is a very creative energy of maybe finally figuring out how to move forward, even practically, with your whatever you're creating, whatever you're working on, maybe even getting a job in a very creative vocation. It may not be big money, but it's about more than that, right? It's about sustainability. It's about practicality, and it's about still, honestly, really being grateful for the fact that you actually have something in your hand. Then we have Cancerian energy. So this is Cancerian energy. This is progress. Pisces, you're going to be making a lot of progress. And I think the progress is going to come from you balancing out in the opposite direction. And that opposite direction is practicality and frugality. Just being able to pinch a penny and use what you have by protecting it, right? By protecting it and realizing even if it's a little, I can make it go a long way. So this is slow and steady, and slowly over the course of this year, you're going to have a sense of steadfastness and stability about you and patience. There is this energy of, I know I can make this work. I'm figuring this out. And ultimately, really starting to then break through, I would say by mid-year, a creative breakthrough, a breakthrough in your professional, your career, whatever you're doing, a breakthrough that comes from not fighting anymore, not arguing anymore, and definitely not being unhappy with what you have, but really being extraordinarily practical with what you have. And it's from that practicality that comes the expansion. It's like when you expect less, you become happy about more. And ultimately, that is what helps you really get to a breakthrough and leads to this beautiful bit of progress or breakthrough or opening up that will happen to you about mid-year. Yeah, things will really work out. I just feel this major sense of maturity, personal authority, and realism about you, even though that the creativity is really still there. So if you've been working on something creative or working to get a job in through what you do, that's going to happen to you next year. And maybe in the beginning of the year it'll be slow, but it'll take off. So don't be intimidated by the slowness or the slow start, because that's just sort of the buildup that's preparing you to actually being able to be cut loose and make some major progress come the middle to the end of this year. FYI. Ooh, so who do we have next? We have Aries, right? Aries. We have Aries. Interesting. First card that comes out. I'll show you what that is. What does Aries have coming toward them in 2024? What does Aries have coming toward them in 2024? So interestingly enough, we have things starting toward Aries season and then afterward. I thought it was really ironic. I'll show you. This is what came out. This is the Justice card. It's ironic because it's Libra, and Libra is directly opposite from you. This is also a sense of partnership. So let's get into it. This sense of not being alone or being able to balance out the other side of things by asking for help and asking for partnership. There is also this sense of learning the other side of you, the side that can and should connect to others. This is a balancing out or justice of some sort that comes from kind of a shift, maybe a shift in resources, maybe a shift in work, a shift in what you do, a shift in your resources of some sort. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just a sense of there's a lot of juggling that is happening in your life, especially in the first half of the year. And then we have the High Priestess falling out in the same position that it fell out for Scorpio. So once again, this is more toward the fourth quarter of the year. This is more toward that October through December category, not category. Time, whatever. Those months, October, November, December. This is all divine timing that's happening. Something is approaching around that time. This is some sort of equilibrium that is approaching for you by that time next year. Some sort of shift or some sort of shift or equilibrium. What is it exactly, though? I kind of want to understand that a little bit better. What is this shift? What is this thing that hasn't been spoken yet? What is this shift? It's the Lovers. It's a relationship. And I'm not really sure that you asked for that, but it's something that you've been drawn to or attracted to. Three of Cups is here underlining it all. So this sense of maybe unhappiness with who you've been around or who you've been able to be around. This could also be an impending, it's like a sense of you've been dissatisfied. You haven't been finding people that you really care about, really like, or really want to be around. So there is this shift that comes through an attraction, a relationship, a connection. You have the Libra energy, you have the Lovers. This is a real shift or focus that happens to you with regards to partnership of some sort, or your partner shifting their focus somehow. And then we have the Three of Cups. I don't know why it's on its side. Maybe you've been disappointed or let down by the support of your friends or by the people that you've been hanging out with or people that you are around. I think the underlying energy comes then from, I need to find somebody that's more intimate with me. I need to find that connection because maybe I don't work with people I like. I don't have a lot of friends around me still. There is sort of that drive then toward a partnership because you kind of need the help. You kind of need the assistance. And that's not something that Aries likes to do, but ultimately it's time. And it's almost fated that you've been pushed in that direction. Whatever this partnership is, it ends up becoming, why is this energy here though? Why is the Three of Cups like this? What's going on? What's going on with the Three of Cups? Explain it, please. Ace of Cups. So this is a marriage. That's what it is. And the Three of Cups isn't really supposed to be flat. It's almost like this could be a celebration. This could be either meeting somebody, deciding to get married, or getting to the point where you realize, yes, that's what I want. There is that sense of commitment and love and a lot of support building around you, coming around you. There is a vulnerability and an openness this year, for whatever reason, to a romantic partnership, a relationship. 100%. 100%. And whatever you had to work out, it's going to be worked out. And I don't know what leads you to that openness or that vulnerability, but ultimately it's there, and it's there on purpose because this was all supposed to happen. And that's by the end of this, by the end of the year. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get to Taurus. Taurus, what is coming toward Taurus in 2024? What's coming toward Taurus in 2024? Hi, Cosmo. What's up? Hello from New Hampshire. God bless you in New Hampshire. What's on its way for Taurus in 2024? There's a lot of hard work, but it's work that you like to do. There's a lot of practical application of your skill set, something that you really believe in. There's also a lot of productivity that's coming from this. It's got to do with sharing your skills, being tenacious, and not cutting corners, right? It's got to do with integrity. So we've got that. And then we have Seven of Cups. So maybe somebody is mistaken or not really seeing the integrity of your work, or you've been having a hard time seeing the integrity of somebody else's. Maybe there's a sense of you've been working really hard and people are confused about it or wasting their time, or there's been some sort of a waste that's coming. And that leads to defeat. That's really interesting. I don't know if you're working on something that is intentionally trying to lead to frivolousness and frivolity being called out and pointed out, but that's what it's coming out as. So Taurus, something around your energy next year, the theme is frivolity is getting defeated. wherever there's been wastefulness or distraction, it's causing a defeat. Wherever there's been a sense of not seeing clearly or like getting distracted by stupid things as opposed to grinding and staying within your integrity, that's also gonna gonna be what brings you or something around you down. So there is a focus on your work, focus on the integrity. Don't just focus on how much money you're going to make from it, but how much you believe in it, because there is a frivolity around that 7 of Cups, that sense of people being confused, people wasting their time, people partying and wasting their resources. There's some sort of wastefulness here. And if you don't stay away from the wastefulness, it's going to call you out, and that's what's going to fuck you up hardcore. That's what we have. It could also be, however, you intentionally working on getting these rats out, so that any kind of frivolity or waste or waste, distraction, living in fantasies, partying too much, confusion, it's like, stop that, cut it out. There's a sense of maybe you're trying to get rid of that and you're working hard to bring back integrity. This is very important because Taurus is still, of course, where Jupiter is. And okay, so by December of 2024, hold on, let's see. Jupiter is actually going. Hold on. That's interesting. Jupiter is leaving Taurus next year. It's going to be in Gemini. Come on, dude. Yeah. So as of May 26th of 2024, May 26th, that's actually Aries season. But May 26th of 2024, Jupiter is in Gemini. So Jupiter is leaving. So in the beginning of the year, Jupiter will still be in Taurus because Jupiter is actually at 5 degrees Taurus now. But let's put it this way, any kind of waste or exuberance is going to catch up to you next year, or you're working toward making it catch up with anybody who has fucked around. It's almost like, in some ways, it's like you're trying to get rid of and trim the fat. You're intentionally trying to so next year is going to be a work year for you. You're trimming the fat, you're getting rid of the distractions, you're not just getting on the grind, but you're getting back to something that you believe in. And that is what's recommended for you next year, Taurus. Real focus on that. Like, whatever has been distracting you, even if it is money, there is that sense of cut that shit out, because it's going to fuck you up. And being really focused on cutting out the stuff that is fucking you up, including overeating, overindulging, anything. You're going to really get on the grind with that and be focused on cleaning that up, healing, with healing through hard work. So let's move on, guys, to Gemini. Remember, May 26th. Oh, that's Gemini season. Ooh, that's not. Yeah, I'm right. So guess what, Geminis? You get a real fucking treat. In Gemini season, around the beginning of Gemini season, May 26th, Gemini season will begin around May 22nd. You're going to get Jupiter. And so for those of you born May Geminis, you're going to have Jupiter join you and conjunct your natal sun around your birthdays. So happy motherfucking birthday for you guys, because Jupiter really gives you a sense of optimism and expansion. Could also give you a big head when it conjuncts your natal sun, sort of an entitlement of sorts, but ultimately there is still that optimistic energy about you. So that's a lovely gift to have. You're also going to have, around your birthdays, you're going to have Venus there too. Bitch, please, you're going to have some happy birthdays, especially those of you born in the beginning of May. I'm not the beginning of May, the end of May, like May 23rd, 24th, like May 22nd through say May 28th. You guys are going to have a really happy birthday because you have Jupiter and Venus conjuncting your natal suns by May 26th. That's real nice energy. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that straight up. That's real nice energy. It just is. It just is. I'll get to that on astrology motivation. I should really go into the astrology there. Let's focus on tarot. So this is tarot for 2024 predictions for Gemini. What is coming toward Gemini in 2024? What is coming toward Gemini in 2024? We have a Queen of Wands here. We also have the Devil. Oh shit. That's like femme fatale, bitch. That's like femme fatale. I'm just gonna say it. That's like femme fatale. It could also be a lot of creative energy and a lot of creative work that you're doing, getting serious about your creative convictions, right? There could also be a little bit of restriction and restrictions on your creativity that could cause frustration. Gemini 2024, what's going? So, okay, hold on. Okay, listen. I don't know if you guys have a Capricorn in your life. Let me go through the cards. We have the Queen of Wands come out first, which is either a person, it could be a female a feminine fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who's very bold, very beautiful, very brash, but just very confident and always future focused. Could also be the diva. This could be, if you're in the public eye especially, there's a lot of persecution toward you or toward your celebrity, or like public persecution toward your attractiveness or whatever's made you appealing, people trying to restrict that, people trying to confine you. This could also mean that you feel sexually confined or restricted. But check this the fuck out. We also have the Star card here. So there is a truth that comes out eventually by a King of Pentacles. So that could be the Capricorn, right? Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This energy of aspirations, what you've aspired to be. You will feel restrictions on you next year. There is a devil at your heels trying to restrict you in your creativity and your creative expression. Keep aiming high, and eventually things will work out. I don't want to see you make a deal with this devil, though, because they could be restricting you in order to force you to comply so that they can get access to some of what they know you're going to be able to do without them. And so it's almost like there's this restrictive energy here that's manipulative. It's restricting you so they can get a piece of your pie because they know you're making it. And that's what the restrictions are. It's not about integrity. I'm just going to let you know that right now. So know who you're dealing with, know who you're working with. And I do see this as it's almost like strategic in some way. Will you sell out? I don't know. That's your choice. Will you make a deal with this devil to bring you back into like tangible wealth or resources? That's up to you. But there is that energy. I gotta tell you, the more you refuse to conform, the more that they will put restrictions on you because they want you under their control. That there's some sort of energy here where they want you under your control. I don't think you have any reason to actually conform. I gotta tell you. What do we do about this devil if we're Geminis? What do we do about this devil? Four of Cups. There's not really a decision to be made, or I don't know, or maybe there's confusion here. No, what do we do about it? What do we do about it? It's all Four of Cups is almost like don't take action. Why? No, what does Gemini do? Or are you telling them don't take action? Ace of Wands. And Queen of Wands comes back. You know, I have to say that it's almost like in a lot of ways what's happening to you is playing out very publicly. So what that's going to do is make people reconsider how they feel about you. And it's actually going to create a huge momentum forward for you that's eventually going to lead back to you being able to have that freedom again or get back into the blessing. So no, there's really no need for you to sell out or get too afraid of this. This could also mean this sense of it's like whatever's you're being held back from will eventually end up working out and push you forward and opening up for you, because it will test you and it will test your integrity. But for some reason, this is going to be very, very public. Like people are going to be watching this all play out. Your family, your friends, they're going to be seeing this happen. And so ultimately, it's going to work in your favor. So I think what it's going to eventually do is reveal the devil instead of restricting you. That's what it feels like. There is ultimately the resolution of breakthrough and independence again. Maybe this is a sense of you deciding to be free and be on your own for a while. This sense of the restriction gets too much for you, and it's through the restriction that the universe is trying to say, then move out, move away from this. This isn't where you're meant to be, so you can reclaim your independence and individuality again. That's really interesting. I think you do come out on the good side, though. Moving forward, having opportunities and really being kind of attractive and being seen. If you've got a feminine fire sign in your life, I think things will eventually work out. Whatever the restriction was, whatever the holdup was over the year, those floodgates will open again and you'll be back on. Your relationship will move forward, whatever this is. If specifically you are with this Queen of Swords, a Queen of Wands, there is that sense of things eventually working themselves out, at least by August. Okay. Now we have Cancer. Okay. All right, God, please tell me what is coming toward Cancer, or what is going to play out for Cancerians in 2024. What is playing out for Cancerians in 2024? What can they expect to guide, or the energy that will dominate their lives? What is playing out for Cancerians in 2024? What is playing out for Cancerians in 2024? Okay, so I can already tell this is more toward the second half of the year. So if things are starting to move slowly, or they feel like an extension of 2023 up through at least April, don't be worried about that. It's just building momentum, because everything is kind of, if I could show you guys, everything is kind of like flying forward, right? So it's this sense of things are set to move forward. It's just later on in the year. So let's see. We have the Hermit. So that's really where you come into this energy of maybe spending a lot of time alone or working. You could be just grinding. And up through the beginning of the year, it really should be about cultivating this energy and setting yourself up for success. Don't worry about attention. Don't worry about breakthrough. This is just sort of like you doing your day to day. And it could feel a little humdrum, certainly. But then there is some breakthrough. This could even be Virgo season. So you could have to wait through September. But I don't think so. I just feel like you could have to wait to September. But then all of a sudden there's messages. All of a sudden there's clarity. All of a sudden there's aha. There's a way forward, a path forward. We have the Page of Wands. This could be something new that you're interested in, a new opportunity, a new person in your life. It could be a new child. This is a brand new beginning. This would be, it's fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, and or Leo. It's just a new start. I think everything is almost like it's saying to you, Cancerians, you're going to be working on or cultivating space or room for a brand new beginning, especially in the beginning of the year. And then all of a sudden, something around Virgo season happens where there's just a bunch of abundance and finances that is going to be coming into you, or a sense of really feeling your stride and feeling like I'm valued, and or finally being able to see the worth or see the value that you've generated. So definitely stay on your grind, and definitely sort of just let the beginning of the year be about work, because there's sort of this beautiful abundance that ends up coming to you. It's all happening toward Virgo season, where there's this clarity, this new beginning, this new start, this new maybe person or passion in your life that you is really going to solidify and bring a lot of value into your life. Anything more that you'd like to speak to me through, Cancerians? Like, it's almost like you're preparing for something. Like all year long, there's about preparing for something, cultivating something, being sure of something, being sure something is worth the investment. And we have strength as well. So you do end up in a very strong position, even a stronger sense of who you are and what you can really do. So it's almost like whatever these hard times or whatever this struggle is, whatever it is coming out of 2023, you ain't gonna give a fuck. Like, it's coming out on the other side as a holy shit, look how strong I am. If I could make it through that, I can make it through anything. God's really going to show you your perseverance and strength next year. So it's basically saying, yeah, keep on working, keep on the grind. There's going to be some beautiful, wonderful breakthrough that you've really earned, and that you will be very proud of yourself by the end of the, I would say by middle, not the end of the year, middle of the year. Middle of the year. Okay, yeah, by I don't know why this came out. This sense of you may have multiple choices, you may have too much to choose from. You could also have this sense of, I don't want to make a choice, I don't want to make a decision yet. It's like I'm finally realizing how good what I have is and how much I've actually got. So yeah. There's definitely some whoosh earning that comes in around Virgo season, right? It's like deciding the value for something. I don't really like the ambiguity of the Four of Cups, though. Can you clarify that for me? Clarify that for me, please. Why the Four of Cups? What's going on? Oh, there's a lot of selection. Seven of Cups is here. You were confused about something to choose. Oh, and you're going to be able to make a decision or make a choice. It's basically saying to you, stop being confused about what you choose, make a choice, make a decision, and whatever decision you make, you work hard, you put your focus on, it's going to come to a point where it really, really fucking works out for you. That's what it's saying. So it's like, don't be afraid to choose. Just select, just choose. Make that choice. Even if you're not completely prepared for it, it's through the work and the dedication and taking it seriously that something ends up adding up to a great deal of abundance. Yeah, I don't even think you necessarily are going to see this necessarily coming, because it feels like you're focused on a goal. This is a very goal-oriented year for you guys. I love that. I love that. If you've been looking for work, it may not come till the middle of the year, but you'll be happy with what you end up doing. What about Leo? What does 2024 look like for Leo? Anybody new join? What's up? Missed you too, Esther. Better late than never. God bless. Happy New Year. Okay, so this is Leo. Leo energy. What's coming to Leo, please? what's coming to Leo. That's a lot. First of all, we have something very abundant coming really in the beginning of the year or toward the start of the year. I would say before April. And this is almost like being handed to you on a silver platter, which is usually because you've earned it. But this is a huge opportunity, abundance that comes. And then we have, this is game-changing abundance that will come to you. I would play the lotto, and especially in the beginning of the year, it's saying toward the beginning of the year, toward this fucking is fucking me up. Oh my God. Toward the change of the year. There's a huge success or breakthrough, a major breakthrough for Leo, and it is for you. And it's coming maybe through catastrophe or something that really failed or something that is inevitable. It is fated. There is something that's totally destroyed, but ultimately there's this sense of maybe you destroyed it. There's something that's shocking, but it also you're poised for a breakthrough. And then we have this. So it is through somebody finally seeing your hard work or dedication. It could be even you coming in like a wrecking ball. So I want to just clarify for Leo, please, the Tower. What is this Tower? It's almost like all of a sudden people are finally discovering you or realizing you or seeing you for who you are, what you are, or realizing what you can do and finding where you will be most effective. Some sort of tower here. Knight of Cups, this is faith-based. That's the only thing I'm getting. And it's something that you had faith in a while ago. And then almost like shockingly, there is this, like, I don't know if this is catastrophe or this, whatever it is, some boom, explosion happens and it blows the wall, whatever wall was keeping you in, it blows it wide open. This sense of you almost destroying everybody else. I don't think it's you being destructive, though. I think that it's almost like you have the insight or the foresight to know where the bullshit is coming, and you'll be recognized for that. You'll be seen for that. You could even make a tremendous amount of money from that. A lot of opportunities coming from this. I don't know if this is war. But it's Knight of Cups was the only thing. It's almost like you've seen this coming. You knew this was coming. You had a lot of faith in it, or you felt it. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful and successful year for you guys. Let's like, you know what? I just need more on this Tower. Is Leo the Tower? Is Leo the Tower? Is Leo the Tower? No, it's marking a change in direction for you. It's almost like in some ways the world's finally ready to change. And maybe they're just keeping up with you. But suddenly or something's happening from a distance or at a distance, maybe even global. Something could happen globally that eventually ends up putting a spotlight on you somehow. Work that you can do, creativity. It's almost like Leo to the rescue. It doesn't really make much sense. But this is a glorious sense of abundance coming through. I hope you're not profiteering off of war. Let's put it that way. It's almost like in some ways, maybe you invested in something, you saw it coming, and it pays off. I just don't feel like I'm saying the right things, God, though. So for 2024, a change in the wind. Okay, but what does it bring? What does it bring? What does this change bring? You're still not answering my question, so. I got a time to go, but it's a little bit wonky. It's almost like basically God's going to push you in the direction. It's through this event. Whatever it is, whatever happens, it's huge. You can't ignore it. And it's going to force you out of your comfort zone, Leo. And in doing so, oh my God, is it going to blow up your life? But almost in the best sense. It's almost like God stepping in and pushing you into the direction that you need to go. Either that, or you're somebody like me who has predicted a future event and everybody's going to know it and recognize you for it. A change in the wind and tick-tock. It's almost like it's time. It's time to change your direction, even though you've been stalled before. This is the time to do it because there's going to be some sort of catastrophe outside of yourself that pushes you to do it. So it's almost like you've seen this coming. You knew this was coming in some way. So it's like, trust it, believe in it, and set yourself up for it because it will work out for you by doing that. That's nothing else I can say. This is very, very predictive. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I'm just getting tired. It's like people are finally discovering you or finally seeing you, which is weird for a Leo because people always see you guys anyway. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of focus and attention on something that you either predicted or designed or were prepared for. I don't know what else that makes sense, but you're definitely going to find your stride in 2024. You're definitely going to find your stride. What happens then let's get to Virgo. Let's see what sign. Hello, that was Leo that I just did, Christopher. Hi, Christopher in Massachusetts. What's up? Love you. Oh, thank you so much. What's up, Michelle Mack from South Africa, Cape Town. God bless. Yeah, better late than never. I'm happy that you show up. If anybody wants to go back and include the timestamps, that would be great. This is for Virgo. What is coming toward Virgo in 2024? What is coming toward Virgo in 2024? Okay. We have something that's just not growing. And I think that that's really coming to your attention, like something you've been putting a lot of effort into isn't working out and it's basically dead. So, okay, so there's a wheel of fortune here, some sort of change that happens, especially to a marriage, some sort of, a marriage or a change. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. And what is Seven of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles is you work, you're getting nowhere. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So suddenly there is a breakthrough when it comes to work that you've been trying, or maybe work in general. This sense of suddenly you hit it lucky. I would say that this wasn't going to happen till July, but this is sort of going to dominate your year. This sense of you haven't given up on something, and then the Wheel of Fortune comes. This could be about your marriage. This could be about something that you have established and that you've stuck with. This is something that you have wanted to maintain, or it's got something to do with a Taurus in your life. Either way, there is some twist of luck and fortune that happens with regards to it. But where does that lead Virgo? Where does that lead Virgo? Do you hear my dog snoring? Isn't that funny? Where does that lead Virgo? You're going to finally be able to break through and make a decision about something. You're going to finally be able to tie up loose ends. Something that you have been struggling with suddenly becomes something that you are sure of and finished with. And you're going to be able to move on from that point. Because now we have the Seven of Pentacles ending up as the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is sticking to your guns, holding your conviction, not giving up. But instead, it's almost like all next year, you're not going to give up. You're going to keep trying and trying and trying something, especially when it comes to whatever had failed in the past or whatever amends you feel you need to make, whatever loose ends were left open, this sense of retrospective healing, this sense of not giving up. And that's what you're going to be having a major breakthrough with when it comes to for a fortunate twist where that suddenly becomes stabilized and suddenly becomes officialized. There's something here with when it comes to Taurus energy that's very prominent here. But I don't think, hold on. I've just got a message, so I want to just look to see. No. Oh, July. Mercury in Mercury and Venus are in Cancer at the same time as the sun this year. Okay. No. I just feel like this is a sense of you're finally going to be able to make a decision about something or figure something out or win. You've been trying this for a while. It hasn't happened. And especially the first part of your year is dedicated toward fixing this or making it work. You will be able to do that by mid-year, by summertime. It's a fight that you haven't been willing to give up. But I feel like you're either finally willing to move on from something in order to tie up the loose ends or be able to officialize something and make something actually happen. If you're planning a wedding, it's definitely happening sometime in the summer. You know, you may not have had the resources in order to do it, but there is this sense of your preparation and not giving up will bring the resources to you. And maybe you can pay people back in retrospect, whatever it is. There is that sense of push on. You'll be able to make this work out retrospectively. And maybe finally take a rest in some cases. Take a rest from fighting so hard or from feeling like you do have to continue to fight so hard. I feel like this has a lot to do with a marriage or getting married. And there's an easement that comes mid-year for you. But this is definitely dominating your energy. A kind of a fight that something that you've been struggling with, that you kind of, I think, end up accepting, getting on board with, or making it finally work out. And it's got to do with your partner, someone you're getting married to, someone you're married to, or a Taurus in your life. Could this be a job as well? It could be. But once again, a lot of your next year, Virgo, is making things work out and getting things done. And by mid-year, deciding if it's worth your effort anymore or finally seeing results come back. So let's have a little bit. What's up, Andreo? God bless you. God bless you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So those are the 2024 predictions for all 12 zodiac signs. I hope somebody can go in and just map out the do the timestamps. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. If you have not yet, please be sure that you sign up for the BWOB membership. You get so much wonderful stuff that happens to you over there, including access to all of the extended readings for a very affordable price. So please check that out. Please sign up. You can do it anytime. You can upgrade your membership if you're already a member of any of the other memberships. I mean, Harmony, I feel like all of you guys should just level up to BWOB at this point, because then you have access to all the extended readings as well. And it's not a lot more. You're already paying $9.99. Why not pay $14.99? So I'm just saying, that was just my suggestion. And I hope all of you will transfer to the BWOB membership because you'll get everything that you already have and more. So check that out. Consider it. I love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I hope that you are, and definitely check to see if your bell is on. Oh, God bless you, Andrea. Thank you so much for your donation. You're the sweetest. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Um, yeah, make sure that that little bell by your subscription, make sure that it's clicked so that you're getting notifications of when I upload the content. And there's this sense of like clicking it, but then it gives you choices of, do you want specific notifications or all notifications? Turn on all notifications so that you get notified when I upload all the content I upload here, so that you'll always be notified of it. So God bless you, and I hope you have a beautiful new year. I took time off. This is the first time I've ever not done videos in a week. That's 4.5 years of doing 24 videos plus every single week. And this year, I was just so exhausted and burnt out that I was like, I can't do it. So I'm just going to actually take a Christmas break. So what I've done is I didn't do any videos this week. So if you were looking for them, just watch last week's. Watch last week's, support the channel. Watch whatever video calls to you. There are over 3,000 videos on this channel. So I know you will find a video or a message that calls to you. They are all timeless. Watch them whenever they call to you. And I will definitely be back on track next week by making the week ahead videos. If you have ordered a personal reading for me, I'll be honoring that too. I did block out some time for myself, but I think that ends January 1. So you'll be getting your readings. Absolutely. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a beautiful and happy new year. Andrea, happy new year. Oh, you the best. You're the best. You're the best. You are prosperity, my love. Thank you. Hi, Liddy. What's up? Did I miss cancers? You did. Yeah, I did it. I truly enjoy your, oh, God bless. You predicted, I did? Oh, that's awesome. My wildest dream come true. Oh, congratulations. I hope that you're just loving on that beautiful baby and that this year has been beautiful for you. I mean, we gotta get better in general as a collective on focusing on the good stuff that's happening instead of the shitty stuff that's happening, because shitty stuff is always going to happen. Right? It's just taking ourselves and making ourselves focus on the good stuff. Yeah. So congratulations on that beautiful baby. And gosh, I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful and prosperous new year. I probably won't. I might be on for BWOB members, but that would be a members only reading that I might do on January 1st, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. If you want to join me for that, definitely be sure that you're subscribed to the BWOB membership. But ultimately, from that point on, I'm just going to be doing the regular stuff and you'll see me again. I just had to take a little bit of a break, and I appreciate you. Have a happy new year, everybody. God bless. Yeah, if anybody would like to go through the timestamps and volunteer to do the timestamps and put them in the comment section, I'll be happy to pin that comment to the top. God bless, guys.